Hi guys, it's your girl Mathilda. Obviously, today's video is going to be about what I wish I knew before I transitioned. So if you're new here, my name is Mathilda, as I said in the beginning. I'm transgender, so today I'm just going to talk about what I wish I knew before I started my transitioning to be my true self. But before we get into the video, don't forget to follow me on my socials, especially Instagram, because I'm most active on my Instagram. So follow me there, everyone, self-promo. I'm making this video just because before I transitioned, I saw a lot of videos of other girls transitioning, and I don't want to say that I was tricked or that I was fooled of how it was going to be, but I just wish that someone told me that it was not going to be all rainbows and sunshine before I started my transitioning, because that was kind of what I thought it would be. I thought that I was going to start going on hormones and then amazing, and everything was going to be so hip hoppity goals and everything like that. No, but I thought that everything was going to be so amazing, and it was in a sense, but it was also kind of a struggle, and that's something I want to talk about. I also want to highlight that this is my experience. Sometimes I get a few comments saying that's not at all how it is and something like that, but this is my channel. I kind of see this my diary, and sometimes I do fun things just because I think they're fun, and sometimes I talk about trans things just because I wanna help others. So I kind of see my YouTube video as a diary, and these are my experiences. I just want to highlight that. But yeah, so the first thing I wish I knew before transitioning is the effect of the HRT. So as I said in the beginning, before I started going on hormones, I thought that everything was going to be rainbow, hip hoppity goals, and everything was going to be amazing. Before I started going on hormones, I saw a lot of YouTube videos from other trans girls, and they all seemed very happy, and they all talked about how much their breast grew, or so on, and it was all very airbrushed. It was all very amazing. So I thought it was going to be like that. However, it wasn't. I've talked about hormone replacement therapy before here on my channel. I've talked about how it affected me positively and negatively. However, I haven't actually, highlighted the mental state when I was going through hormones. I actually talked about it in one of my videos, then I edited it out because I thought that I was going to get a lot of hate, but now I'm going to talk about it. So, when I started my transitioning, your entire body changes, your face changes, everything changes. I mean, it's amazing. You're so happy. You're finally the person you want to be. Your body changes to the better. That's what you always wanted. However, this is really hard to explain, but when I looked in the mirror, I saw a completely different person, and sometimes that was a bit of a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I wanted to be the person I was, but I didn't know exactly who I was. Who am I? What expectations are on me right now? It's things like that. So I was kind of in a zone that I didn't know how to act, if I acted too girly or too feminine, and people were going to think that I was trying to be something that I'm not, because when you live as a boy, you're supposed to act like a boy, and I mean, I acted pretty feminine when I was a boy, but when I became the woman I am today, I acted kind of boyish, because even though I acted feminine as a boy, I wasn't feminine as a girl. There were a few people that told me you can't sit like that, girls don't sit like that, girls don't talk with their hands like this, and I've gotten comments like that as well, girls don't talk with their hands the way you do, and okay, but I'm a girl and I talk like this. Can we just stop with the stereotypical behavior and let people be who they want to be? But when I transitioned, I didn't know exactly how to behave. What way was the right way and what way was like too much. Like if I put too much makeup on and I like curled my hair and put eyeliner on and had a dress and high heels, were that too much? Was I too much then? Because people told me that I acted like too much. That one of my friends actually said behind my back, like, she's acting like she's everything. She's acting like she's too much. However, when I was a boy and I acted feminine, everyone was like, oh my god, he's himself. Like, oh yeah, you know, it was just like, it was a weird feeling. And I wish that a person said that before. And also, like, the HRT affects like the brain. It affects the mental state, and everyone is always talking about how it affects the body. Like, you're skinnier, you lose muscle mass. I mean, I wish that I was a little bit stronger, I'm not gonna lie. However, like, we don't talk about how it affects like the mental state. I've talked about it a little bit here on my channel, that I'm a lot more in touch with my feelings as a woman now than I was before. And that's like biology. The hormones affect our brain differently. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like go through hormones if I knew this. I'm just saying that I wish someone told me. I wish someone told me that my mental state would be a little bit more different. Just because, like, if I miss a few days of hormones, I'm a total mess. I don't feel anything. I'm just like completely dead inside. I just wish someone talked a little bit more about that, because that's a really big thing with being transgender. Like, you will take these hormones for the rest of your life, and no one told me that if you miss a few days of hormones, you will be a mess. And also, when I started taking my hormones, I got these like crazy mood swings. I just wish that someone talked about this a little bit more, so we can have more of a mental preparation before we go on the HRT. And that leads me to the second thing I want to talk about, and that is like the mental preparation of everything. I thought that everything, as I said in the beginning, was going to be amazing. I thought that everything was going to be fine. I thought that once I started going on HRT, I was going to be the woman I am today. However, it's not like that. Like, you won't start going on HRT and then like magically become a different person. It will take years, and I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm saying that so you can be mentally prepared, because I wish that I was. My transition was kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I didn't have enough testosterone in my body, so my body wasn't as much of a male in that age as like all the other males, so it was kind of easy transition. I wish that someone told me that I was not going to be cisgender just because I did all the surgeries and the HRT and stuff like that, because I'm not cisgender. I will never be cis. I will never be able to like be born again and be born as a girl. That's not possible. And I wish someone told me that, because that would spare me a lot of heartache, because I was heartbroken when I realized that I was still trans, but like in a different body. I don't have a lot of gender dysphoria anymore, so you know, that's good. I'm a woman now, like girl power and everything like that. I just wished someone told me that love your trans identity, because nothing will ever change the fact that you're trans. So accept your trans identity and love yourself. You will sometimes still think that you are less than cis women. But yeah, I just wish that I was a little bit more prepared mentally. I've talked a little bit about this on my channel before, but now I'm happy that I'm trans. And for a few people out there, that's like very hard to understand. I'm just happy that I got the experiences I did, because those shaped me to the person I am today. And I mean, it was a hell. I'm not gonna lie. I wished every single day that I would not live anymore. And that's terrible thing to say, but it shaped me to the person I am today. And if I would be born as Mathilda, I wouldn't have the same friends. I wouldn't have met my boyfriend. That's actually very true, because if I would be born as another person, obviously I wouldn't have the same life. And I love my life. I do. Love your trans identity, because you will live with your trans identity for the rest of your life. Like, love yourself, because you're amazing, okay? You're so amazing. And yeah, that's something I wish I thought about a little bit about. So third thing I wish I knew was how people would react. I'm just going to touch on this like briefly. But before I transitioned, I was so scared of telling people. I was so scared of transitioning because I thought that I was going to like get killed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was so scared. I thought that I was going to lose everything. I mean, some people were really mean and I lost a few friends. However, like, I don't want them in my life anyways. But I got so much love. I held this secret, and when I came out and I said like on my Facebook that I was going to change genders. I said that I'm going to make a new profile. I'm going to have a completely different name, and don't add me if you don't want me. And I received so much love from people I didn't really knew, like people I hadn't actually talked to that much. They like messaged me saying that I was amazing and they supported me. I didn't get a lot of hate. And then I started living as Mathilda, and I didn't tell anyone because I still thought that I was going to get hate if I told people. And when I started gaining followers on Instagram, I didn't tell people there either. That's why I did that video, I'm transgender, here on my YouTube channel. I don't know if you've seen it, but like, it was my first video where I told people that I was transgender, and I got so much love. I mean, I get a lot of hate on internet, but that's internet. Like, don't be afraid. Like, most of the time you won't be stalked or approached by these people in real life just because they are trolls and they're too afraid to actually say it to my face. So yeah, I just want you to know that, like, you're strong and amazing, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? This is the fourth and final thing I wish I knew before I transitioned, and that is dating. Dating was something I never ever thought about before I transitioned. I wasn't even in love before I transitioned. I didn't date, I didn't think about dating just because like my gender dysphoria was really bad. So I couldn't actually like someone in that way, just because like I didn't want them to like me back, because then they would like me for the wrong reasons, because I was a completely different person inside. That's, yeah. I don't know if you actually understand that, but that was just how I felt. And then I transitioned and this new world completely opened up, the dating world. I didn't know what to expect, so I put my bar really low in the beginning. I thought that who's going to love me? Like, who is going to love a trans girl? And that's horrible. You shouldn't think that. Like, you're amazing and you shouldn't be with a person that it's not okay with being trans, and you shouldn't go on dates with people that are against being trans. Tell them like right away. Don't waste your precious time on people that don't want to be with you just because you're trans. Shouldn't set your bar low, okay? You should set your bar high, because we should have standards, okay? And the lowest of standards should be with a person who wanna be with you, okay? Be with a person that treats you like you should be treated, okay? So don't actually go on dates with people that don't support being trans, because you will just like waste your time. But yeah, like, give yourself some time to breathe, because I started dating like just a few months after I started going on HRT, and don't do that. Like, give yourself some time to breathe, give yourself some time to learn who you are and learn to love like your new self. Love your trans identity. Don't throw yourself into the dating life before you're actually ready. So just take a few deep breaths and heal before throwing yourself into the dating life, okay? But yeah, that was the entire video, and I truly hope you enjoyed this video, because I actually have a few more things that I have like thought about or that I wish I knew before transitioning. However, I couldn't talk about everything in this video because it would be like so long. So I think I'm going to make a second video about like the things I wish I knew before transitioning. But I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say again that these are my experiences. Like, if you don't think like me, that's okay, we're all different. But thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the little bell icon to get future notifications whenever I upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!